In this video, I'm going to speak about how to start a day. 4 years back, I came up with the concept called as the daily launcher system. And through that, I've been explaining to the college students and school students as to how they can start a day. And that daily launcher system has been a program in which the student will have to spend at least 40 minutes or 35 minutes in the beginning of the day in order to keep themselves very fit, both physically and mentally. So here in this video, I'm going to simplify the concept again for your understanding. When you wake up early in the morning, how you are spending your time. That's what is very crucial these days, because so many of the technology, so many of the arrangements that we have, so many of the gadgets that we use, they are keeping us always on a slavery. We are controlled by the smartphone, we are controlled by the internet, we are controlled, we are completely confined and controlled by the laptop that we are using, so many other stuff as well. And the relationship that we are maintaining, the network that we are maintaining, so the notifications that we receive, the messages that we receive, the messages that we send, eating up a lot of time in the morning. Apart from all that, let me give you some 8 steps, which if you really do in the first 40 minutes of your awakening, things will definitely change for you. Alright, this is a quick fix video, so listen to me very carefully. Right, the first and foremost step out of the 8 steps is do the exercise. Energize your body. Just wake up, do a tiny jogging or go around your gardening, just go for a walk or energize your body in some way, right? I usually have the habit of boxing in the morning because that pumps my adrenaline, and it also gives me a lot of blood flowing into my heart, and it makes me think a lot of stuff. Earl Nightingale, one of my favorite authors, says in the early morning once you wake up, you will have to have your journal and the pen in hand, and you'll have to start writing all the videos, all the ideas that are coming into your mind. Because he also says that ideas are like wet fish. If you don't capture properly, the fish, slips out of your hand and jumps back into the pond. So you have to be very careful with the ideas. So early morning, your body is very lazy, but your mind is so fresh. It is ready to deliver. It is ready to transform you. So for that, the first step is do some exercise and energize your body so that your mind and body will synchronize within themselves. That's the first step. And the format of exercise, I leave it to your choice. You run, you walk, you swim, you jog, you box, you skip, whatever it may be. Step number 2, just close your eyes and start thinking about the inspiration that you have, the real life inspiration, the role models that you have, the people whom you sought after, the people whom you consider as mentors, the people whom you consider as heroes. Think about all of them. Because those people have got something that you don't have right now. Your subconscious mind thinks that those people are a little bit more superior than you just because those people have got something to do with. They have got something superior than you, and that's why your mind is having a liking on them. So think about all those inspirational people. Maybe if you have got the pictures of them pasted in a notebook or pasted in a particular chart paper, and if it is fixed on the living room wall, see that, even that's a better idea. The previous day, please work for it. Take a chart paper, pick up all the pictures of your inspired people, paste those pictures on the chart paper, make it as a collage, put it on the wall, and make sure that you are looking into the inspirational people every single day morning. That's step number 2. Alright. So once you get the inspiration, because step number 1 is for the body, step number 2 is for the mind. See the inspirational people. Right. And when you see the inspirational people, your mind is automatically given the fresh energy. Step number 3, you got to close your eyes and you have to thank for all the things that you have in your life. Attitude of gratitude. That's third step in daily launching system. Just close your eyes and think about the things that you can thank. Thank for your parents. Give thanks to your parents internally. Give thanks to the facilities that you have. Give thanks to the kind of people whom you have attracted. Give thanks to the kind of technology that you are exposed to. Give thanks to all the achievements that you had in the past. So you basically have to be so much aligned towards this thank-giving principle. And I would like to show one book to you. Just give me a while. This is the book I wanted to show. It's Raja Yogam, written by Swami Vivekananda in the ancient times, and this is an extract, and this author has compiled plenty of the works that Swami Vivekananda has done during his ancient saint times. This book speaks about the importance of thanking. It also speaks about the importance of thinking about what are all the kinds of glory that God has given to us. That's exactly the third step. In chapter number 4, when he explains about the importance of pranayamam for keeping the mind steady, he speaks about how gratitude becomes a vital part in your well-being. So, step number 3 is attitude of gratitude, closing the eyes and spending some 5 minutes and thanking all the things that you have in your life. Most importantly, you have to thank all the successes that you had. Even if it is tiny success, you have to thank about the successes. So that's step number 3. So we need to take a quick recap. The first one is energize your body. Second one is you start looking into the inspirational people's pictures so that you can draw inspiration from them. And the third one is closing the eyes and thanking for all the things that you have. Attitude of gratitude. So 15 minutes is wrapped up. 15 minutes has been covered initially in the daily launches system. Now let us move on to the fourth step of daily launches system. The fourth step of daily launches system is thinking about your strengths, your skills, your talents, your good character. What are all the characters you are possessing? What are all the skills you have? What are all the kinds of ideals you have? What are all the talents that you are possessed with? Think about all that. Even if you are very good in handwriting, think about that, remind about that. Even if you are good at writing poem, remind about that. You are good in an artistic skill, you are good in a sport, you are good in a game, you are good in kind of creative stuff, you are good in designing, whatever it may be. Just think about that and reiterate and remind yourself about the skills, strengths and talents that you have. Because as the epics say, you are the only person and there is nobody else on the planet like you. So you have to think about what are the unique features that you have. That's step number 4. Step number 5, read something positive. That is, when you have a book, referring some couple of pages and referring some couple of lines in the book will definitely make an energy impact into the mind. So maybe any book of your choice and your taste, a self-improvement book or a fiction book, whichever gives you some inspiration, whichever gives you some motivation, and read something positive for the next 10 minutes or 15 minutes. That's step number 5. Step number 6 is the heart and the engine of the daily launcher system. Remind about the goals that you have. What are all the goals that you have? Just close your eyes and visualize that you have already achieved your goal. Because the integral point that I explained to the people as far as goal setting is concerned is when you think about the goal, you are supposed to visualize and you have to be there in it. Be there in it. 3 things are very important. You have to focus that you have already completed the goal. Number 2, you have to have the belief that you will accomplish it. Number 3, you need to have the frequency, the feeling frequency, the appropriate feeling that you will have if at all you achieve your goal. Let's say, for example, if your goal is to get a job in your own core company, you have to be very much clear that you are getting achieved in the core company. You have to get the happiness of getting placed in that core company. You have to see everything. Make your mind as a theater and you need to visualize. So when you are visualized, when you are being in the scene, you will be in that particular scenario and your subconscious mind attracts it. It's a very important concept. So the 6th one is review your goal and visualize about your goal. 7th step, watch something inspirational. This is where your smartphone comes into play. Get into some inspirational videos. Just watch a couple of dialogues which are very inspirational. Just get into some motivational videos or listen to some of the audios. Maybe watch a favorite hero performing something, right? If you are interested in sports, watch the sport icon performing that sport action. If you're interested in action movies, yes, of course, you can even watch a stunt scene where the hero performs a real good stunt that is going to give you a dose of enthusiasm. Do that for the next 5 or 10 minutes. I don't want you to watch the whole movie for that, right? So that's the 7th one. Watch something inspirational. 8th and final step in daily launcher system, my personal favorite, is sit relaxed, close your eyes and picture the day you want. Just picture the day you want. How do you want that day to be? How do you want the feelings to be manifested on that day? Who are all the people you would like to meet? What are all the kind of emotions you would like to have? What are all the thinking that you would like to have in your mind? So you picture the day you want, how the morning has to be, how the afternoon, how the evening and how the night have to be. You have to visualize all that in your mind. That's picturing the day you want. So friends, if you do these 8 steps, it is going to take about 40 to 45 minutes. The best way to spend the first 45 minutes of your day. And when the days are changed, weeks are changed. When the weeks are changed, months are changed. When the months are changed, years are changed. And when the years are changed, your entire life is changed. Right? So Daily Launcher System is ultimately taking you to the step of changing your life, spending 45 minutes. And before I close the video, let me trigger out and let me give you, to make the long story short, let me give you the reminders and snapshot of all the 8 steps. Step number 1, wake up, energize your body by doing some exercises. Step number 2, just get close look into the inspirational people's pictures, or if you don't have the pictures, just remind about them by closing the eyes. Throughout the Daily Launcher System, you have to keep on closing your eyes, and you need to visualize many stuff. So if you have got the pictures of those people, look into the people, the real inspirational people's pictures. Step number 3, close your eyes and thank for all that you have, attitude of gratitude. Step number 4, remind about the skills, strengths and talents that you have. What are the unique features that you have, so that you are much better and unique than the other people. How much different and distinctive qualities you really have. That's the 4th one. Remind about strengths, skills and talents. 5th step is reading something positive for 10 minutes or 15 minutes or even 5 minutes. You have to have a book. Buy a book, keep that close with you, and every single day, if you're spending 10 to 15 minutes in this 5th step, you're going to complete that book within a span of time. Read something positive. 5th step. 6th step, remind about your goals and the vision that you have for your life, the purpose that you have for your life, and visualize about that vision. Okay, you're keeping your mind, you're deorganizing the pattern of your brain, and you're reinstilling something really about your goal. Remind about your goal. 7th one, watch something inspirational. Maybe a good movie sequence that contains a lot of inspiration and motivation, a pep talk given by some of the speakers, or whatever may be of your choice, whichever gives you enthusiasm and motivation. And the last, but by no means the least step, is picture the day you want. Just close your eyes and visualize how the day has to be. So that's the 8th step. And I really hope if you are doing these 8 steps, your days are definitely going to be so much flourishing. Daily Launcher System. Try that from tomorrow morning onwards. I'll meet you in the next video. Thank you.